become an easy landing spot for that Shockwave. And when you take a look at the opposition on ZSM, not a ton of tanks. I mean, you have some bruisers, obviously, in Ala and Ning, but definitely on the opposite side of the map, looks like nothing will happen in terms of a contest, and maybe just a focus towards clearing out those camps, maybe looking for another invade.
So I would say with having the bot lane range advantage, the Lulu into the Alistar, that should net you the prio to get the first Drake.
Utilized for just the heal and the ghost for Starry and Moham. Really nice trade in the 2v2.
Yes, Starry really knowing the power of that Gravitum gun, slowing them down like crazy, almost as if he has
look
the
for another one. They know
mallet. They
no
might
flash
even want to
for
dive.
to use the barrier, but it's not enough. First blood going into the hands of Starry on the Aphelios, and on the top side of the map, we see a World Ender being burned by Ning as these junglers are going at it as well. Second proc of the Cyclone just used to clear out some of the Krugs, but now Rio has to be careful because Ala is coming over, has a hook shot in.
Then they're going to absolutely have some problems come knocking on their door later this match.
And the scaling for OMG certainly is there. Zehen, Orianna, alongside that Aphelios, of course, can pack a punch against a lot of the squishies that ZSM, again, have on their team. Very curious to see how those 5v5s do end up unfolding, but it is an equalization of the Dragon counter with Rayo picking that up, and now they're looking for a dive on the bottom lane towards Fofo. Moham has the Unbreakable Will, going to use it immediately as he jumps in, and it's all too easy in the bottom lane. Rayo picks it up. Nice Shockwave from Haichao as well, and it's 2-1 OMG.
And Syndra is just cooked there. It's really difficult to play those kind of situations out against a good Alistar there. You notice Moham with the pump fake, with the hesitation, not immediately committing the headbutt pulverize or even just the headbutt into Fofo there because he knows with that scatter the weak. This is really bad news for Syndra to lose both of the outer towers. It just means that she has not much safety here in these side lanes. That is a big weakness of the Syndra. You don't have an escape tool. You don't have phase rush. You're just a sitting duck now in those side lanes. Champs like Wukong, champs like some tools to get through him. I mean, frankly, if Starry can just tap him for 2 seconds straight, he will die, but it's easier said than done. He can go from no HP to full in no time. So here we go.
Look at an engage being started up here by Rayo. They have Haichao on the flank, has the Shockwave in tow. When will they utilize the ultimate? Instead, it's ZSM collapsing on the OMG mid laner. Shockwave only finds a Lulu, and it's all to shut him down. Moham pops the Unbreakable Will. They have red and blue guns here for Starry, and he's flashing forward to get a double kill, but he's immediately taken down by Fofo, who still has the Unleashed power in his toe. Rayo picks one kill back up as finally the Zehen has arrived to the party, and we get a 2v2 on the top side of the map. Into the alcove, ZSM goes. Fofo taken very low. Charge forward here, but it's matched by the hook shot. Harry takes down one, but now Rayo is in trouble as Ala is now running away in a 1v2. Should be a quick turnaround here for Harry. He still has his flash and knock up, not going to be utilized.
And I think Fofo wasn't a big fan of it, and maybe Starry could chill a little bit. All things considered, it is favorable for OMG. We're going to want to see Aatrox have a better fight if ZSM is able to keep up with them.
Yeah,
some ways in, especially with their gold lead, with their item leads. They're going to be able to control this area, but as any recent League of Legends viewer knows, if there's one way to completely throw a game, it is the Otacon.
Oh, wow, that blind for Moham just... Oh, look what I found. I found a Lulu. The Hex flashes over the wall, knocks Southwind back into the enemy team, and that's a 4th kill picked up for Starry. And now the Otacon can become the topic of conversation, as it's already been started up by Rayo.
And that's going to complicate things severely for ZSM, not having their Lulu to help their carries survive, to help them play this fight out. And at this point, you just got to concede it or give it away. Aatrox might try to smite it, but I'm not liking his odds here.
He's had a couple of steals. Can he do it again? Shockwave, though, finds 2, combined with a knockup from Moham. And Fofo's already down alongside Ning. The Otacon getting secured by OMG. And LWX now has to run for the hills. A double kill picked up for the Aphelios.
Can perhaps use as an advantage or a way in. And it's the fact that this Aphelios has pretty much no survivability at all. No barrier. No shield bow, no Lulu, no nothing. His Alistar has healed. That's it. And guess what?
Great teams. How you can close things out after you have some sort of lead. Again, we've seen many situations in the LPL where Starry is able to get really far ahead, but the team is unable to close things out. I remember, I think it was a game against like BLG or something in the start of Split 2, Starry was playing Jinx. He ended up being like 10-1, and they ended up still losing the game. Hopefully not a similar situation this time around, as he has been very, very far ahead at this point in the game. 3 items already, or his 3rd item, I should say, in the works. 6-1-1. Almost 3,000 gold ahead of his opposition as the 3rd dragon has been secured. And now OMG maybe looking for a play. Pull does not land onto Southwind, but still be in some danger with all around the area. Looks like not going to be the case. And LWX has to flash away.
Yeah, we know what happens. Red, white, start the fight. Aphelios has the guns. This Baron is not long for the world if OMG has anything to say about it.
Of the week.
Ning, no flash
Oh,
to steal.
they found the Aphelios, but in goes Rayo with a 2-man Cyclone to try and re-engage. Moham already goes down, but it's Harry to pick up one, and it's Starry to clean up the rest of the fight. The ultimate comes down here for Harry. They are able to take Alla down. It's 3-for-1 in favor of OMG, and they'll go right back to the Baron Nashor in his nice mittens and take him down.
And that's going to spell disaster for ZSM here. You know, with bringing that point up of Fofo being the only way to one-shot Starry, that being sort of their last sort of wave.
As some of the finishing touches of game number 1 going to be started here by OMG.
We can only wonder how that fight may have looked if LWX had his flash, and we're going to wonder the same thing
Moham
again.
He's just been a wizard this game on the Alistar, taking LWX down for the 4th time this game. Hex Flash is his best friend in this game number 1. As without an AD carry, it will be much more difficult for ZSM to try and save this game 1. Harry fighting a 2v1 at this point, but he's going to be joined by the side of Haichao. Both forced to use that ultimate as attention will be now drawn to this mid lane wave.
Yeah,
LWX
LWX
able
just
to
not
shut
having
down Rayo.
any way to survive. And
now here comes
their long
all with the hook shot combined with the wild growth, but they're unable to find a knockup. Seattle of the week lands onto Harry, but with that determination stacking up, would be risky to go for a full engage onto the Zehen. And so all that Death is going to do is delay this game, drag it out a little bit more, but OMG still in firm control.
No smite to claim the soul, so if you're ZSM, it's green light, it's all forces ahead. You must slay this dragon by any means necessary, and let's see if OMG even wants to try to stop them. It appears not.
So a small win here.
That's on Rayo, if you ask me.
For ZSM, yeah, Rayo getting caught, maybe going a little bit too far forward in that fight around the bottom inhibitor.
No flash, and it looks like Syndra's is coming up slightly beforehand. He is building his way towards a huge power spike of the 4-core being the death cap coming in for Syndra. If he's able to make it there, especially with this Baron buff falling off now, I would say that, believe it or not, Grapes, I think ZSM have a very real fighting chance now. I really think that was a huge blunder from Rayo. You know what I mean? That soul was a big deal, man. They weren't able to claim it. There's 4 more minutes on the clock now for ZSM, and 4 minutes is an eternity in competitive League of Legends.
I appreciate you shilling a little bit, but still going to be, I think, pretty difficult for ZSM to close this out. Full combo utilized onto Harry, but he's able to heal it, bangs back up, and now LWX has to flash away from the initial engage from Rayo after the inhibitor tower was taken down. Ning dashing it with the World Ender, but he just gets deleted by Starry. An easy 100-0, makes it a 1-for-0 already. A knockup goes in, and Fofo is down for the count. The Moonlight Vigil finishes off 3 kills for the Aphelios, and it's a 5-for-0 ace for OMG. Welcome back to the LPL. They pick up their first win of the Demacia Cup.
And just out of the blue, OMG aces ZSM.